I'm going to tell you how you can drive in Japan and or get a Japanese driver's license. And we're starting right now. How's it going, y'all? I'm Tokyo Drew. If this is your first time visiting this channel and you are interested in everything that is Japan, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, so every time I upload, you get to watch my videos. Oh yeah, and you won't miss anything either. So you've come to Japan, or you're coming to Japan, or you're moving to Japan, and you want to drive. Today we are going to talk about how to use your international driver's permit. That's the easiest thing when you're visiting Japan. Or you can get your foreign driver's license translated, and or if you're moving here and you want to get a driver's license, a Japanese driver's license, there are two ways to go about it. The first thing is, if you are visiting Japan for a short time, the best thing to do is to just get an international driving permit from your home country. You bring that over with your foreign license that you already have, and you can drive around Japan no problems. Now remember, people in North America, we drive on the right side of the car, on the left side of the road. You got to get used to it. So I've been driving in Japan for 10 or 11 years. In Japan, it's just like back home, I think anyways. You start off with 3 classifications of licenses. The basic driving license, you're going to start off with a green stripe. I believe it's for 2 years. After that, you have to go and get it renewed again, and you'll get a blue stripe. And I think after 3 years, after 5 years of driving, you end up getting a gold driver's license. That's with no accidents, so on and so forth. So, getting a Japanese driver's license, there are a few ways to go about doing things. The first thing you're going to need to do is to get your foreign license translated. And to do that, you need to go to the Japanese Automobile Federation to get a translation of your English license into Japanese. Once you have that translation, you can make your way over to the driving center itself. It's not where you take the test, it's the actual licensing place. And basically, you need to go there and fill out an application. There are 2 things to be considered. A, do you need to take a written test and a driving test, or do you not? If your license was issued in one of the following countries, you do not have to take a written and or driving test. They are Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, Monaco, Norway, Portugal, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Taiwan, South Korea. That's pretty cool. Also though, if you are American and you're a resident of the state of Maryland and or Washington, D.C., you don't have to take the test either. Everybody else, test, driving test, good luck. If you are one of the lucky countries that you can go into the driving center and just do a simple exchange, I will tell you right now, it's going to take about 3 or 4 hours, but after that you are walking out with a Japanese driver's license. Now, when I came to Japan, I walked into the driving center with my Canadian driver's license already translated into Japanese. I brought my passport, and you have to prove that your license is valid in your home country, that you've been driving for at least 3 months in your home country before you came to Japan. Upon entering the driving center, you will need to fill out a couple forms, and basically you will give them your passport, your foreign driver's license with a translation, and they are going to check everything to make sure everything is legit. And basically, they're going to tell you to come back at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, I came back and I stood in line waiting for an eye test. Basically, it's an eye test with a color test. You're basically going up, down, left, right, red, green, and they passed me with flying colors, get it? And then I had to go upstairs to a room and sit there with about, I don't know, 40, 50 other people. You're going to watch a video for about 45 minutes on road safety. The only thing I got out of the video was be careful of all the bicycles in Japan. After that, they're going to ask you to go downstairs or go to the payment center. You're going to pay for your license. You get your receipt, you walk back upstairs, and you wait in that room again. After about half an hour, they actually said, okay, and you line up, and when you go, you hand them a paper, and they give you your license. It's that easy. So the other day, because I'm going to Hawaii, the picture on my license was all scratched up. You couldn't really recognize my face. So I actually had to go to the driving center to get a new license, which cost me 3,500 yen just to get a new picture put on my license. Well, here's some footage of what I did. So this here is where I have to get my driver's license renewed. Probably can't film inside, but hey, I'm gonna go take a look. Okay, got my license. Only took about 2 hours to get a new picture and my address updated. But, and it cost 3,500 yen. But yeah, this is, I guess, kind of like a police station, but it's more of a driving center, license center. That's all I know. So I got my driver's license. Because I'm going to Hawaii, I thought that in renting a car in Hawaii, the rental company said, well, make sure that you bring an English translation of your license and or an international driving permit so that you can drive here and rent a car. So I went to the JAF building to get an international permit and or to translate my license into English. This is what happened. Oh, good morning. So yesterday I went out and just got my Japanese driver's license. The picture was bad and I had to update my address. 35 bucks. But today I just found out that when I go to Hawaii, I have to get a translation of my Japanese driver's license into English and or get an international driver's license. So that's where I'm headed now. Yeah, this is the place. Japan Automobile Federation. Unbelievable, my luck. I walked in there and basically they will translate your American or Canadian license into Japanese for all intents and purposes, I guess, but they don't do international driver's licenses, things like that. And then they told me, well, where you were yesterday, you got to go back. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And well, I found out that I had to go back to the same place that I got my license. So I went to go the same place again to get my international driver's license or apply for one. And it was easy. It took me, there's a special counter for it, and it took me no longer than 30 minutes to get it. All right, so today I'm actually going into the driving center again to get my international driving permit. I didn't know I had to come here. Obviously, the other day I went to the JAF, Japan Automobile Federation, thinking I could get it there, kind of like CAA or AAA. I think you can get it those places back in Canada and America. But today, I'm back here again. I'm gonna try and go get to find out what is best. Either use my Japanese driver's license an English translation of it, or just an international driving permit. So I'll be back. Okay, so I spent about 30 minutes in the center, and I got my international driving permit. It's $24, but unfortunately the pictures that I brought were too small, so they made me go get more pictures, and that was 800 yen. So 3,200 yen total. Well. But yeah, basically I went into the information, asked them where to do the international driving permits. They asked me, do I have a Japanese driver's license? I said yes. So I went over to counter number 1. They gave me a paper. They checked my passport. Make sure you bring your passport always, even though I'm a resident of Japan. They asked me for my actual resident card and my driver's license. They checked everything off. I filled out a form. They did actually provide English translation, so that was pretty cool. After I did that, basically I went over to counter number 0. That's the pay counter. Paid my 2,400. Went and got another photo taken. Came back in line. The guy asked me how long I was going to Hawaii for. I said 2 weeks. Don't want to get run over. I said, yeah, I'm going to Hawaii for 2 weeks. He's like, okay. And he took all my stuff, and like 10 minutes later, they basically gave me my permit. And just for all you out there that are wondering, this is an actual Japanese driver's license there. I do have gold, which is the best you can get. So yeah, I hope this video helps you on any questions. If you do have any questions about Japanese driver's license, getting translations, how to get a Japanese driver's license, any questions at all, leave it in the comments below. Okay, so if you are from a country where you do need to take a test, there are a few requirements. Number 1, you have to have a valid driver's license from your home country. You must have lived in your home country at least 3 months prior to coming to Japan, where you have to have a valid visa, resident status, and you must be 18 years of age or older. So like I said earlier, if you are going to apply for a Japanese driver's license and you know you got to take the tests, there are road tests in English, well, road handbooks, not in Japanese. They actually do have it in English, and I'll provide a link down below to one of those. But the examination process is basically they're going to check out all your documents, and then you are going to take a knowledge test, which is usually about 10 questions, true or false. You need to get 7 answers, or 70% correct, in order to pass. And yes, the test is also in English. After that, they're going to book you for a driving test, not the same day. So be aware of this. You will be booked to take a driving test in an enclosed course. So they will book that and tell you to come back at a certain day. When you come back, they will give you a chance to basically do a walkthrough of the course. Even though you don't know exactly, where they're going to tell you to parallel park or back up or turn, but at least you can familiarize yourself with the course. A friend of mine, a fellow Japanese vlogger, Callie, well, check out this video here. She was actually doing a walkthrough. Rumor has it, most people fail the first time. So don't be surprised, even if you've been driving for 20 or 30 years, they're probably going to fail you. And all instructions are in Japanese. So if you do not speak Japanese, you might want to bring a Japanese person along with you to sit in the back seat in order to translate. If you do pass your test, whether it's the first time, second time, third time, every time you are going to pay some money. I think it's about 3,000 yen for the test each time. Hopefully you only do it once. Once you do pass though, congratulations. Then you're going to go through the exact same things as if you were just exchanging your driver's license. You're going to do the eye test and the color test. You're going to watch the video. Then you're going to go pay for your license. You're going to come back and wait, and you're finally going to get your driver's license. So there are many different things to do, but my advice is, if you are coming to Japan just for a year, a simple international driving permit with your foreign license is probably the best way to go. If you are planning on staying in Japan for over a year anyways, you might want to consider getting your Japanese driver's license. You can keep both, obviously, right? You can keep your foreign driver's license and obtain a Japanese driver's license, which I think is pretty cool. So hopefully this information helped, and like I said, if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate the subscription. Hit that little notification bell. If you're interested in everything that is Japan, check out my channel. It's Tokyo Drew. Keep it real, y'all. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the Tokyo Drew community, hit on that Patreon button. And if you'd like to keep on the channel and see my other videos, there's 2 choices there for you. Thanks again for watching. Keep it real, y'all.